Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, social media world? It's your boy Sincere, J Red, Flatbush, Brooklyn. Y'all already know. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the us helping each other. Me helping you help you, and you helping me help me. Appreciate that. It's all love. My name is Sincere. This is Sincere's Point of View. This is episode 4 of Sincere Relationships. If you missed the first 3, let me give you a little recap of what's been going on, what I've been talking about. So I pretty much, before I even talk about what I've been talking about, let me explain why I'm even talking about it in the first place. So why I'm talking about it is you want to have that organically sincere relationship. And when I say that, meaning you're still in that honeymoon phase, you're still in that beginning phase when you actually like doing things to please this person. You like going above and beyond. You're doing things willingly and not because of love or because of you want to please this person or to avoid an argument. You're still in that naturally wanting to give this person you love so much your all. And then somewhere beyond time and not really vetting people the correct way and not paying attention to the signals and the signs and focusing on the good, you kind of get lost, and then years pass, and now these things that you've seen that were flags and signs, they never went away. They were always there. You just pushed it to the back and you focused on the good because the good was surpassing the bad. But like I said before, we all get comfortable. So now we get comfortable with each other. Now we're focusing on the bad because the good becomes a norm. We're used to that no more. Not saying we don't appreciate it, but we're used to that. So now we're going back to the stuff that we pushed to the past and kind of neglected or ignored just so we can have a peace of mind at that current state of time, which would have been the past, but now is the present. And now here we are dealing with things that always been there, but you just chose to not nip in the butt because you want to focus on the good. So that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this sincere relationships is to stop that, skip that. Let's not do all that. Because people, time is money. And when I say time is money, yes, we all know time is not necessarily currency, but the value is way more than the currency. And the reason why I say that is because money can be made, time cannot be made. Time is going regardless of what you're doing or what you're not doing. The ball is still rolling, the clock is still ticking. Money could be made. You can always bounce back off a bad money situation, and things can happen where you can make more money. With time, that's gone. You can't say I can make that time back up because you can't rewind time. So that's what I mean when I say time is money. So the whole reason, again, like I said, why I'm doing this sincere relationships is to avoid being roommates, to avoid being in a situation that we're only here because of kids, finances, or whatever it is you're telling yourself why you feel the need to stay in an unhappy situation, right? Because 90% of the time, most of us are unhappy. And we're unhappy because our expectations or our needs, wants, and feelings we feel are not being met, or we feel we don't understand each other, or we feel neglected, or whatever it is. You know what you're feeling with your significant other. Everybody has a story. Everybody has their own feeling on why they feel, But the whole point is, this is where we are. We're feeling what we're feeling, and clearly it's not a good feeling. So sincere relationships basically is a method and a process of properly vetting people, properly looking for your right mate, looking what works for you, learning yourself, what kind of expectations you should have or shouldn't have, and are they secure expectations? Looking for mindsets, compatibilities, all these things. Social media world, all these things are very, very important in the key to having organically successful relationship, which we all don't do, not naturally because it's not on our mind, or it's because, like I said, we're so involved in the new. This is new. You're trying to be the best version of yourself for her. He's trying to be the best version of himself for you. And we get so caught up in that we kind of not really focus on why we having this relationship, period. Are we just having this relationship because I'm physically attracted to you, you're physically attracted to me, and we'll build off of that? Because, obviously I'm sexually attracted to you, you're sexually attracted to me, you might be mentally attracted, it might be just a physical connection in the beginning. But that's nothing. Anybody can be physically attracted to each other. That's not enough to have a sincere, organic relationship. Yes, that is one of the first steps, because you want to be attracted to the person. You want to be mentally and physically attracted, and you want that person to be attractive. So yes, these are the first steps, but these are not the main steps and fundamentals that's going to make your relationship last. It's not. There's plenty of very attractive couples out there that are married and divorced. So clearly, attraction is not what it's all about. So, like I talked about in the last couple of episodes, basically discovering the mindset you are, discovering the mindset, is that where you still want to be, or do you want to change that mindset? Discovering what kind of mindset you think will work for you, like in your mate, what do you want? Because at the end of the day, the golden rule is to do unto others what you want done to you. That's the golden rule. If you don't like what's being done, don't do it. Simple. What you feel like you wouldn't like somebody doing to you, you don't want to do it to them. We have to become consciously aware. That's one of the main fundamentals. You have to become consciously aware so you know what you're doing and you know what you're not doing. And that person who you're interacting with, who you're trying to have this relationship with, you want to make sure that they're aware also, so you guys can be aware together. And you want to kind of move in a, let's be present. Let's do this intentionally. Unless we're just here for BS shits and giggles. If we're just here to just go with the flow, like I said, and I talked about this in Sincere Relationships episode 1, know why you're in a relationship in the first place, why you want it. Because you might not want a long-term relationship. You might want a sexual relationship. You might want a business relationship. You might want whatever kind of relationship. But if you want a partner, man and woman, longevity, intimacy type relationship, you want to vet the right people and not just based off of the external, outwardly things, like how they look on paper. Just because you look something, people, you guys know, when you go to interviews, you see what you be having on your resumes. Half the stuff on your resumes, you don't even do that, or you don't do it like that. Like, it's all kind of politics, and it's just what it looks like on paper. That's basically what I'm going with. What it looks like on paper and what it is two different things. Everybody's putting their best foot forward, and that's what you're getting on paper. So this is what Sincere Relationships is about. So I know I took up a lot of your time explaining that, but this is episode 4, and I want to make sure, if you're not aware of why you should be watching this, what this is basically about. It's basically about the fundamentals of vetting the right people, so you're not wasting your time and their time. Because we all know, we all have friends, we all know people that were together and they thought it was it, and then a couple years down the line, they're not it. And people, families are broken, single parent homes, a lot of things come out of these decisions that could have been avoided if we took the time out to properly vet our significant others. We wouldn't have been in a lot of situations, but we don't do that. We think with our, guys think with our other heads, and women sometimes think with their emotions. You guys think with the potential you see for this mate. But just because you see potential for them, that potential they might not see for themselves. So these are all things, again, that you have to be aware of, communicate, put out there so everybody's on the same page. Because the most important thing, social media world, the most important thing is so you don't waste your time and their time. Because we can avoid a waste of time if we pick, we can avoid wasting time if we take the proper steps and use the proper fundamentals in vetting the right people. Sorry for taking up your time. Appreciate you. Like and subscribe. Sincere J Red, Flatbush, Brooklyn. You already know. Europe.